Alright, welcome back to another Wargame video. In this match, it is NORAD versus, I believe, he's playing Blue Dragon. Or no, South Korea. Alright, we'll get this going. I've upgraded the Highlanders to, I forget the name of the chopper, but basically a faster helicopter transport. So right here I made some mistakes. I landed these helicopters too far back. Should have been up here, but I have some bad experiences where I've been burned before trying to get into the town. Heli dropped directly into the town, and had my helicopter shot down by AA. However, in this case, you can see that the wheeled transports of South Koreans just enabled them to get right into the town before my Highlanders could get there. And that would have been absolutely normal. That was absolutely critical because the Highlanders were able to provide some support with their ATGMs, and the Rangers that have been in this block and everything do the same with their rockets. So that cost me the town. My Canadian airborne are getting caught out in the machine gun fire, so they're taking a lot of damage. My tanks get destroyed by Peace Pheasant. Well, actually, both tanks get destroyed by Peace Pheasant. There's another Leopard, yep, right there. So there's 2 tanks dead. He sends the second piece of it for some transports. It was just not a good move on his part. But other than that mistake, trading an expensive plane for ABC, he's doing quite well right here. Trying to shell these support infantry, but it's just not making a big enough difference. Speed this up a little bit. Those support infantry have really long-range rockets, so it's pretty effective. Enjoy little effects like this, the smoke and fire coming out of this tank. Not all the tanks and vehicles do that. Air-land battle, the response of those particle effects seems to be a lot more consistent than it is in Red Dragon. That's one thing I do miss about, or wish they would fix. He's doing a really good job with using his K9 Thunder, his heavy artillery. It's basically I think it's just the equivalent of the Paladin that the U.S. has, or NORAD has as well. So I'm bringing up my transports, my APCs. They're using the machine guns, basically 4-2. Why these transports fire on keep them suppressed. I bring these other transports out with troops. The MBT-70 here is using its ATGM against these transports, but that ATGM is pretty it misses quite a bit. I would say its accuracy is even less than 40%. That's just my experience. I'm landing some Rangers right here. I plan on moving them around and kind of at least being harassing if he decides to put some command vehicles in here, which it looks like he is. He's attacking this central town. I brought in a Cobra to support, provide support to these Rangers that are getting absolutely devastated by the support from this autocannon transport. But the tow missile on the Cobra destroys it, and just have it all out open against the rockets and autocannon of the Cobra. And then the tow missile destroys the other transport coming in. So once again, we'll speed it up. When stuff's, let's see what's going on. Oh, he's just shelling. But I mean, that's good use of artillery, keeping the pressure on even when you're not able to directly attack it with units. Resupplying this Cobra. And we'll speed it up and then pause. Alright, I'll talk about this. I smoked this off because I'm bringing a supply vehicle and I don't want it to be seen and targeted by artillery or direct fire if he has line of sight on it. He's just bringing in these 5-point transports that are empty to see what I have out here. He has 2 Cobras, or AH-1Ts, with tow missiles. They actually tow 2 missile, which is pretty powerful. It's only outclassed by the Hellfire, and then the Mavericks from the ATGM planes. So he has captured this spot. My Rangers are moving up. And we'll fast forward once again. So I really should have this Centurion up here, but I'm hesitant because there is a tank right there, and the support infantry are also here with their long-range rockets. So maybe you can go around here and come up through here. The Centurion's just, it's really slow in forest. Really slow. Let's see the HGM from the MBT-70 misses yet again. Using my mortar to shell these shock infantry here. These are just regular infantry, so they're outclassed by the shock infantry. Mortar's doing some good damage. He has some man-portable missiles in that town. It strikes my Cobra, causes this. Though it doesn't one-shot him, which is nice. moves over here. I'm trying to get the shot on this K1, but getting too close to the town. I probably should come over here and then maybe try it from this angle. But let's see, they have a 26-25 meter range, which I think the missiles on the Cobra are just around 26-25. So yeah, if I would brought him around here, he could have hit this K1 at max range and been out of the range of that Mistral. So he's at +2 right now, and I'm letting that go on too long. Really, where everything went bad was this drop right here. Securing this town is a pretty important step in this map. And now he has it fortified, resupplied. I have also replaced the transport for my Canadian rifles with the faster one. It's 110 on roads and 65 off-road, but I need my infantry to get there faster. I've also bought a kind of a heavy tank, and then I'm buying base defense right here. I purchased my own artillery case. He brought a seed plane and it killed my Centurion. So the support rockets from this support infantry can also target infantry as well. Bringing a bombing strike, which I probably should have done sooner. Instead of waiting until they were already engaged. These support infantry, I should have struck this first block because these support infantry aren't even panicked or weren't panicked after that bombing strike. All my infantry is dead. And these MBTs lose line of sight, so they can't finish off the support squad. I finally buy a command vehicle. See, the shock infantry are just decimating these regular infantry. And they don't even need the help of their transport. Bringing up my own shock infantry to support, but they're too far away to make a difference in this battle. And Canadian Airborne, even though they're calm, they're still going to be outnumbered. Now he's bringing up his vehicles. So they're not. Brings up his Cobra. Hits with one 2 missile, hits with the second. It's hit the front armor, so that's taking a little bit, and that's 3. I'm bringing up my anti-air helicopter to deal with this Cobra, but I forget about the missiles here. He also brought in a cheap AA plane to shoot at my helicopter. I'm trying to shell these infantry, with my paladin, but he's already moved them. Now it's just one squad of Canadian rifles against 15 shock troopers, or just one individual troop against 15. So they destroy it. And now my command vehicle is vulnerable. Of course, he starts shelling it, and gets destroyed. So now he's back to a +1. I'm moving these units over here, and go and move in some more infantry right here. But he then brings in this other Cobra. The steam plane shoots down my bomber, which is a pretty significant loss. That loss for him is not that great, because I only have one bomber in this deck. It's a good bomber, but against that many missiles just doesn't stand up very well. I bring this in too aggressively, so then it gets caught out, and I'll this, and then this vehicle right here, and these troops, so it gets shot down. So that was a series of pretty significant losses. Now shelling this infantry here, he moves it. I don't guess very well. These infantry with their medium optics see this, where parts and he shells that, panicking it and causing it some damage. Not enough for it to not be able to shoot down this chopper, though. Though it was only just worried at that point, so it recovered some of its morale. And what's going on here is I'm making these pushes, but they're unsupport pushes. So if you notice, it's just infantry here, some tanks there, no AA support, and basically results in me throwing away units. My Canadian rifles cut out, or that left the protection afforded by the forest, and are out over by this machine gun and the shock triggers, so they're getting pretty devastated. Fortunately, my mortars and my paladin catch this, or land some pretty devastating hits and do a lot of damage to that squad. My rangers miss their opportunity to kill this. He realizes I have rangers back here and he moves it. So, good on him. I see his command infantry or command vehicle right here, and because he's still at +1 with a huge lead, I'll fire on it with my artillery. I need to remember to turn off the gun on my ATGM planes so it doesn't die like that. I don't know if it makes a difference, but in my head it does. In my head it makes those planes more susceptible to being shot down. I destroyed a K1A1, but he still has pretty heavy unit superiority right now. He's traded a lot better than I have. So I'm bringing up a IFV, some transports loaded with infantry. Gonna try and make a push over here. Again, I should probably be bringing this tank over here. And another AA piece. The Centurion I should move over here and buy another one for right here. I should move this guy over here. I don't. I didn't. Troops are crying on the open. They do take some significant damage. He fixed the hole in his defenses right here. He's no longer vulnerable to helicopters and shoots down my Cobra. So again, another poor trade on my part. Brings in another jet. It's just that I believe that was his Jeep fighter that he had purchased, so not a big loss for him there. Buy some Highlanders. Love that the ATGM on this is outranged by these rockets. 15-point infantry. Do a better job of controlling the zone than 20 minutes. I lose a plane. I think I lost an F-16 fighter and nearly lost my Hornet. But now I've stabilized. However, he's about to get a +1 again when he parks that. But I've stabilized it for now. For a very short amount of time. Even if I were to get a +1 though, that would only put me up to 211 points. I would need at least a +2 at this point to win. Which, you know, really was quite doable if I would have just pushed properly. My Hornet misses, which is really frustrating, and then gets tagged. Shoot down his ATGM plane. I'm flying into command vehicle to nullify this, but again, that only stabilizes. His shock infantry have caught my regular infantry out in the open. Bringing up this transport to throw down some machine gun fire and slow this down. They're taking some pretty good damage by it. And then these two regular squads are coming up and they'll fire with a machine gun on these guys. Because they're in the open, they'll take a lot of damage. Also bringing up this helicopter to deal with this. He brings in a cheap fire to shoot down my transport plane. And I am shelling his command vehicle. I actually end up destroying his tank with that. These two rifle squads are overwhelming this shock infantry, only because he's caught. He starts shelling it with his heavy artillery and obliterates one of those squads, so that was bad. And again, I'm just trading very poorly. I should have been using my Rangers to find this guy. This is kind of frustrating. He brings up his shock infantry too close, and my Rangers up, or Canadian rifles up the firearm. Speed up a little bit, and they get destroyed. I'm trying to get a side shot on this, but they see him. He turns his front armor to him, and I can only do 2 damage, and I lose my Ranger squad because of it. Starting to really use my airborne infantry. If I could just destroy this, I would have a +2, and maybe, let's see, at this point, I don't know if that would be enough. No, it would put me at 340. Should be 20 points under the one I need. So victory's looking pretty hopeless at this point, but I keep fighting just to see what happens. So my Rangers landed right here, and then this tank destroyed the transport, and the resulting explosion killed half of the Rangers. Then they got a direct hit, so that sent those guys out of there. I have my Highlanders right here. And bring up some Canadian rifles. Transport, helicopter, these rifles, and the Highlanders are shooting at the shock infantry squad. He's bringing up some A-18. I get my transport too close, and the shock infantry destroy it and kill the entire squad of Canadian rifles. So a lot of mistakes in this one by me. A lot of easily avoidable mistakes. So I bring up my Black Hawk. Its miniguns are absolutely devastating to infantry on them. Shelling again. I should really try shelling his I don't think he's moved it. No, he hasn't moved it at all. I should have shelled this and destroyed it. My Rangers missed their rocket, so they take more damage. His A-18 shoots down my Black Hawk, but I'm able to kill his shock infantry. My shock infantry were doing a lot of damage to his. However, he brings in a transport back and doing a lot of damage to my shock infantry. Speed it up. I'm bringing in a tank. Far too late. Especially, I mean, that tank would do okay against this infantry, but these infantry have a pretty powerful AT rocket, though they're pretty damaged, so. And again, I have no AA cover. This is why it's so important to have a combined force. Because now he's bringing in his ATGM helicopter, which all he has to do is attack, and when my tank fires, he'll reveal it and he'll be able to destroy it. gets some more artillery that kills the Ranger squad. I brought these guys back here. There's a long line right here. Hopefully avoid this anti-air team. My airborne infantry, or my shock infantry, are caught in the open. Not caught in the open, but they were engaged by the helicopter, and a rocket barrage devastated them pretty good. Bringing in a fairly heavy tank. My Rangers that are also shock infantry are engaging his. But his is a 15-man squad, so they're overwhelming, and they brings up another one. So I mobilize my helicopters, but he has SAMs that shoot around. Shelling. My mortar is doing some decent damage to this shock infantry squad. The good thing right here is my Highlanders are fresh. His shock infantry are panicked. So they get just absolutely demolished. His tank. I send 2 of my ATGM planes after him. One gets hit by a missile on the A-18. I see that he's moving in on my command squad, so I move them. Wow, that Ranger squad got wiped out by his artillery. So he was using his artillery really effectively. His shock infantry's panicked. My squad is still calm, so they're getting torn. His squad is getting torn apart. And that's pretty much it. In the end, he ended up with a slightly higher amount of kills to mine. But it was really just that town drop, the heli drop into that town, that I think set the whole tone. And then after that, all the mistakes I made a ton of mistakes. I played really poorly. Not that I'm a good player, but anyway, that's it for this video, and see you on the next.